back from Dean Court. Match reaction, Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4 in the FA Cup. And Bournemouth only have Premier League football left this season. If you're probably not like listening to hard truths, facts, there's not going to be many positives in this video. So I won't say this very often, but this probably isn't the video for you. I would like you to stay and watch this video and listen to what I've got to say. And some of you might relate, some of you might not. I am going to talk about the fixture, the game, the result. And then I am going to, again, highlight what I've highlighted from the start about Gary O'Neill. Today was a big game for AFC Bournemouth. We needed to get a result for lots of reasons. We needed to find a performance. We needed to build some confidence. We needed to get that winning feeling, because in a few weeks, starting next week, we go to Brentford and then Nottingham Forest come to town. We're going to need to pick up points in the Premier League to give us any chance of staying up. Today couldn't have gone any worse. From a lineup point of view, Burnley's team were probably 5 or 6 players short of what their strongest side is in the Championship. So they went half strong. Our side today, there might be a lineup thumbnail on the screen. There might be an image. Our team was probably 3 players short of being its strongest side in the Premier League. So a few changes. But I expected us to be quite strong for obvious reasons, because we needed to get a performance and a result today. The first half followed the theme of most first halves, in the fact of we have no identity. We can't keep the ball well. We can't do the basics. We can't control the ball. We can't pass. We don't have no innovative movement. There's no creation. And then when you're going through a spell of conceding poor goals, and if you thought the goals we conceded were poor at Old Trafford, where we let Casemiro just run through, have a red carpet and just shoot, and we don't take players out on the halfway line like Lerma should when Luke Shaw was running, when we're conceding goals so easy and we're soft as a football team to play against, we needed to show a little bit more grit and determination today. But we followed the same theme. The goals we conceded in the first half were poor. I think it's Senesi gave the ball away outside our own box, punished. Lewis Cook gave the ball away outside our own box, punished. The third goal, the Burnley attacking player just dribbles through our defence, nutmegging a few, puts it in the bottom corner. We are so nice as a football team to play against. It's ridiculous. We scored in that first half though, our first goal since the return of football. First goal under confirmed head coach of Gary O'Neill, although it was an open goal. A little bit of a press from us. Christie had an open goal. Mistake by Burnley. 3-1 at half-time though. Disgruntled fans. A quiet fan base inside Dean Court. An atmosphere that was mild. It's quite standard for a cup game. I always worry about the atmosphere for cup games, but maybe the current state of the way we're playing probably added to that mood as well. And 3-1 at half-time, it's again another fixture where we're pretty much out the game and we're chasing 2 goals to try and get something. At half-time, Gary O'Neill made the Plan Z, kitchen sink plan, whatever you want to call it. Wholesale changes. Stacey came on, Moore came on, Lloyd Kelly came on, I think Senesi went out, Zamora went off. Can't think who else went off in that first half. But changes were made. We did get a goal early on in the second half through Dom Solanke. Christie did some good work, and then Dom Solanke sort of bundled the ball home. And you think, okay, well, here we go. There's some more energy in the game, just like we do. And we're 2 goals down. We bring energy into the game. We have more of the ball, because that's what happens when you're 2-0 down. The other team, the opposition, let you have the ball. So we were showing more about us. And could we rescue this game? Not just for Gary O'Neill's sake, but for all our sakes. And as much as we got back in the game, what we didn't need was to concede a 4th goal. By the way, another poor goal. Lloyd Kelly dwells on the ball. Don't know what he was kind of thinking. He clearly didn't have a plan of what he was going to do. Lost a half-assed ball in the air to Christie. Christie doesn't control. Saw that many times in the first half. They intercept, counter-attack, boom, punish us for the 3rd time in the game. that was it then. The game was dead. The game was done. 4-2. Gary O'Neill pondering backwards and forwards from his seat, looking at an iPad probably, standing in the touchline. Dembele comes on, tries to do something. We have no identity. And those players apparently liked playing for Gary O'Neill. Well, they don't look like they like playing for Gary O'Neill. And we look void of ideas. I would probably say at this point, full time went, disgruntled fans again. There were boos in the stadium. Credit to Burnley. Credit to Vincent Kompany, a guy that's taken his career path the right way. They will probably get promoted out of the Championship. They're top of the Championship. Scored the most goals in that league. Scored 4 goals today against a Premier League football team. And credit to them because they win at Dean Court a lot. And they've won again today. But they probably had more possession. I'm sure of that. They had ambition, desire, more grit, more determination, an identity, class, punished on the counter. And Vincent Kompany looks like he could potentially go places in the future. So credit to them. So what now for AFC Bournemouth and Gary O'Neill with 2 season-defining fixtures coming up? Brentford away and Nottingham Forest at home. I said the first time when it was confirmed that Gary O'Neill would get this job off the back of 1 week's worth of football against 2 games against Everton. Permanent is not the same as interim. This job was always going to be different. Gary O'Neill, his inexperience. Between Gary O'Neill and Tommy Elphick and Sean Cooper, they have about 16 games worth of top level experience in the hardest league in the world, the most unforgiving league in the world. And the nervousness of that inexperience is running through the veins of our team. By not getting any positive result, by not scoring goals consistently, the team is nervous. Gary O'Neill is nervous. We are nervous to express ourselves, to be creative, to play between the lines, to unleash the shackles, because we're scared to lose. Because Gary O'Neill has no real life experiences, because he's never been in this position before. He's got no stripes. He can't lean on anything to help him guide him through a tough spell. The decision to give Gary O'Neill was one of the poorest decisions that I've ever known. For many reasons. For the reasons I've just explained, due to the lack of inexperience. It's also poor because if it doesn't come off and it fails very quickly and very badly, we've weakened our next hand. We tempt potential new managers to the club by then saying, actually, we're going to appoint with him. Thanks for your time. Not sure if we interview Bielsa, but you're wasting people's time. You can't then expect those type of managers to willingly answer your phone call when you need saving. So by getting rid of Gary O'Neill now, not only do we not have the 7 weeks preparation to build a new identity, get a manager settled in with the players, not only do we not have time, we also don't have the power to convince anyone of real quality, anyone of real experience to take this job on. Who wants this job right now? It's a team that's on the floor again, the second time this season. It's a window, a transfer window that's tough, but other clubs, even in worse positions than us, are bringing players through the door. And there doesn't look like there's a positive outcome soon in the near future. Apart from the fact that Bill Foley is telling us that great things are around the corner. And that might be the case. But in the immediate future, what's in front of our eyes right now is one thing. We're on the road to relegation. And if you're a player of real quality, because that's what we need football players that can upgrade our football team, not be the same as what we've got. We need players that can come into this team and make us better, fill spaces in our lineup that we're struggling with. Ben Brereton Diaz would do that, by the way, on the left-hand side, just as one. This is not a transfer video. Do we sack O'Neill, Sean Cooper, Tommy Elphick, then become interim? We go round in circles. Does it matter if we sack O'Neill? We're bad anyway. We're terrible anyway. I mean, why not just put Cherry Bear in the job? Can't do any worse. We've really created a problem for ourselves. And unfortunately, it was so obvious. It's unreal. It was so predictable that this was going to be the outcome. And although I thought it might take a little bit more time, I thought Gary O'Neill might get to February, may get to March. It's happening before our eyes rapidly. And I think that I said a few weeks ago that we've got a real problem. The club's got a real problem. And I literally don't know what the answer is. Well, there potentially is an answer out there, an experienced manager that's been round the block and could get us out of this mess. Any chance of a manager accepting this job right now? Highly unlikely. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how you're feeling. If you went to the game today, watched the game today, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Do drop them in there. I like to read them. I know this is not really a positive video. Look, we scored 2 goals today. One was gifted to us. That's the only positive. Apart from that, it's going to be another delicate week for the Cherries, for Bournemouth. I'm sure we'll see Gary O'Neill come out and say that the players will react every time we have a bad moment. He'll speak to them and they always react. And I thought that's what was going to happen today, but it didn't. So it's going to be another tough week. We've got Brentford next week. We'll be back with a preview. There'll be a vlog next week. And then we'll react to it. I'll be at the game. It's a tough Brentford side. They've got a really good stadium and they're really good at home. Football can sometimes throw up surprises. Probably our only hope right now is lady luck. We normally have to make our own luck as Bournemouth fans, as a Bournemouth team. But that's the only way out at the moment. Because really, we need 4 points from 6 in the next 2 to give us a really good chance, because the fixture list is difficult after Nottingham Forest. Thanks for checking out this video. If you stayed to watch it all, hit the like button if you want to. I would like you to. Please do. And we'll see you on the next one. For this match reaction, Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4, and Bournemouth are out of this year's FA Cup.